I was blown away. We stayed in the cave, and we are completely dry. My hair is almost fully intact. Thank God Wesley found such a perfect cave, and that Dylan had the idea to stay there and not build anything. I am really growing an appreciation for my team.
Gosh, it's freezing in here.
It is bloody cold, even in this cave.
Oh, well, at least you guys have jackets.
Wish I had a shirt. It is a bit brisk. Alright, Dylan, you're cold as ice.
Just a bit chilly, but it's fine.
Can I give you my jacket?
No, Wesley, it's okay.
I insist, I'm from Australia, don't get cold.
But it's like freezing and the rain.
I'll be alright.
You don't even have a shirt.
I know how to control my warm body temperature. I took breathing lessons.
Well, if you insist.
I do. Here. Wouldn't want you to catch a cold.
Wesley, you're being a real gentleman.
Yeah, well, it's just the way I was raised. In Australia, where I'm from. There you go. Hopefully it's a bit warmer.
Yeah, that's much better.
Being in Australia, I actually leave the country for the cold months and go to Europe where it's warmer. And due to this, I'm actually not very acclimatised to the cold, so I'm freezing my tush off in there. But seeing as Dylan's a bit worse off than me warmth-wise, I figured, it was the right thing to do, and it'll all be worth it in the end if she's comfortable. Besides, this way I get to show off these bad boys. Go Wes!
What is this? It is a snail. Escargot. I am rather hungry.
Don't eat that! That's poison.
But isn't it worth a risk? I am famished. Careful there, Eloise. I'll listen to Wesley if I were you. He is Australian.
Oh, wait a minute, I was mistaken. That's just the common country snail.
So I can eat it?
Well, no. You have to eat it cooked, otherwise you will die in like 10 minutes. Well, maybe those matches would be useful.
Josie, you'd give up your lashes?
Well, to start, a girl's gotta eat. And I do get hungry. And, maybe I can use the charcoal from the matches as like a liner or something. So I, still got a little jazz going.
Very, very clever.
It looks like the blue team is getting along swimmingly. But let's see what our judges have to say about that. Oh, Jill, I love your dress.
Thanks, Britt. It's for a new episode that I'm shooting.
Oh my gosh,
right after this.
Mine too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shoot, we're on.
Oh.
Hey, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie and viewers.
Of course. So it seems like our contestants were really taken by, well, for lack of a better word, storm.
That is too true, Brittany.
Well, at least the blue team seems to be handling things tolerably well.
Yeah, I mean, given the circumstances, I think they were pretty resourceful finding that cave.
Let's see if the same can be said for the pink team.
Yeah, let's check in.
Finally, the storm has come to an end.
A little too late, I might say.
Ugh. That leaf did little to protect my hair.
So, we got drenched. Not much of a surprise there. I mean, I think we all saw it coming. Well, maybe not all of us.
I cannot believe that we got soaked. And I really can't believe that my team failed so terribly at my simple instructions of building a shelter that would keep my hair dry. I mean, how hard is that? There's 4 of you working. It's honestly a priority. And what else do we have to do right now? I feel like I'm there. I'm coming up with ideas. I'm trying to be motivating. And they're not doing anything. Of course, I never ever say that to their faces. I mean, I'm sitting here pulling my hair out over it, but I absolutely would never want to discourage my team. As much as I'm the team leader, I'm also trying to be a team player, so I'll keep my cool face to face. Guys, I really hate to complain, but I need to express my disappointment in you all. Not you, Gwen, you're fine. Listen, I tried really hard to take the lead on this one.
Nobody asked you to take the lead or wanted you to. Frankly, if somebody else had, we probably wouldn't be drenched.
Listen, Gwen worked really hard, and I gave you guys like really good ideas and instruction, and I feel really let down. My hair is soaked. This dress is priceless, and I can't even. It's like stuck to my skin from all the rain.
Rebecca, if I give you my jacket, will you, I don't know, just give it a rest? We all tried really hard. And we were given a bad hand, and frankly, that's not our fault, and blaming a collective is only going to make it harder for us to work together.
All right, see, guys, Courtney's stepping up. This is the kind of team player attitude that I think we could all use. But, girl, won't you be cold if you give me that jacket?
Oh, yes, I'm going to be cold. It's
You know what? If you insist, then sure, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks. I guess we'll just have to work harder on the next challenge and really try to come together as a team, okay, guys? Yeah, whatever.
I think that maybe it would work better if we picked a different team leader. Maybe one that we all want to lead, instead of just some lazy bones who absolutely refuses to pull her own weight in a group and instead thinks she has the right to boss us around. Newsflash, you don't.
I agree with Blair, and while I think Blair would make a great leader herself, but in the interest of conflict avoidance, let's go with Courtney. I think Courtney would be a great team leader, and Barbie chose her.
William, Courtney doesn't even want to lead.
Clearly Courtney's trying to say something, but you won't shut up and let her. I mean, I'd like to lead. I was appointed as the leader, and I feel like it would only make sense for that to be the case, but I don't want to step on any toes, so I don't know.
Well, maybe we should put it to a vote.
Alright, everybody close your eyes, and I'll say a name, and then if you want to vote for them, just raise your hand. Oh, and you can't vote for yourself, obviously. Alright, raise your hands if you want Gwen to be the leader.
All right, so I have the perfect plan. I'm going to vote for Gwen because, let's face it, she's not going to get any other votes as much as she's a sweet girl. She's no leader. And then any votes that go to, like, Blair or somebody will be overpowered, right? And I'll come out on top. Seems pretty foolproof to me because with everybody else, I, should have all their votes based on how I've been leading us so far.
Alright, next up, William.
No, stop! I appreciate the sentiment from all of you, but please, everybody put your hands down. I really do like the compliment, but I'm not cut out to lead in my current state. I need to focus on myself. All right. Are your hands all down? Perfect. Thank you.
Alright then, who wants to vote for Rebecca?
Wait, are you sure we can't vote for ourselves? Not that I need the votes, but, I feel like that's the most honest way to go about this.
No, I'm pretty sure. Alright, raise your hand if you want Blair to be the leader. Alright, hands down. Okay, finally, who wants me to be the leader? Okay, so how many votes did we all get?
Well, we all closed our eyes.
Oh, that's a really good point. Okay, well, I guess we did not think this through. Well, I think since you did such a wonderful job leading us here, why don't you just be the leader, Courtney? I mean, you are supposed to be, so I don't really see any issues with that, and so, if there's no objections.
No, I'm all right with that.
Whatever you guys want,
That's totally fine with me. I didn't even vote anyways.
You didn't?
Alright, well, I really appreciate you all having faith in me. You won't regret it.
Okay, so apparently my plan wasn't foolproof after all. I'm just sitting here and I'm a little bit confused. First of all, Gwen totally betrayed me by not voting at all. Not sure what her strategy was there. And then Courtney is team leader because she came up with an idea where we all end up with our eyes closed. Not really sure how that proves her skills, but whatever. Nobody was gonna listen to me anyways. Probably doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna put myself first now.
I have a confession to make. I cheated. I peeked the whole time. And I saw the score, so I know that technically I won. What can I say? I'm a nosy bitch. But in all honesty, what Rebecca did undermining Courtney in the beginning, it's just super uncool of her, and I feel like Courtney, she's a sweet girl and she deserves a second chance.
Uh-oh. Looks like there's some drama in the pink team.
There always is. But yeah, it's really not looking too hot for them. Get it? Because they're not going to get the matches, probably.
Oh, true. I mean, we do get to give Barbie some input. All right, let's review. Starting with the blue team. They put their heads together to find a really effective shelter.
Yeah, they really put their heads together and, got creative, making sure they could use their skill sets, which, may not happen to be building. So, I think teamwork, it's what brings us together.
I completely agree, Britt. The blue team is looking pretty good. They work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm. And in this business, that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Now, as for the pink team.
Yeah. What do we have to say about the pink team?
Well, there's not much to say, let's be honest.
I mean, I think there's a couple friendships forming, and Courtney's really stepped up.
Well, that may be. These friendships are just further dividing their team and not bringing them together. Also, let's be honest. What is that thing they created?
Yeah, I like to stay positive, but their shelter didn't really shelter them at all.
No, and that was kind of the main objective of this. So, to me, there's a clear winner here, but
It's up to Barbie. All right, so we've established that the blue team's shelter was really good, but the real question is, were they serving looks?
true. And I mean, while being dry always helps, I feel like being drenched and serving looks definitely earns more points for the pink team.
However, I would say the loss of composure from some members of the pink team, not too becoming.
To be sure, everyone knows the very first rule in modeling is to maintain decorum on screen.
Right, so I think there's points given and lost on both sides.
I think we'll just have to leave our blue team with this.
Right, and our pink team with this. In terms of looks alone, of course.
Of course.
Of course, there's more points to come for the winner of the shelter building part.
Of course. And that will be announced later.
By Barbie. All right, viewers, we've given our input.
Let's see what the doll in charge has to say. All right, well, thank you for that lovely introduction. All right, so, I guess you guys pretty much summed it up. There's not much else to say. Let me go get those matches, and then we'll bring us all together for a group huddle.
What is this weird boat that we're on?
Has it been here this whole time?
Are we going home?
Nope. This is my personal boat that I brought with me and will be taking with me when I leave. I just didn't want to be cold for this, gathering.
All right, Barbie. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm losing my patience. So what is this gathering about then, if you've gathered us all here?
Try that again,
Oh.
Cat?
Right, my apologies, Miss Robertson. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit cold and a bit hungry, and I guess I really want to see if we won those matches. Please forgive me, Barbie.
I am a very forgiving person. Don't cross me again, though.
No, of course not. Thanks, Barbie. Appreciate it.
Let's get on with the announcement. Come on, Skipper. Me and the Ross sisters have looked over the footage, and reviewed your measly shelters, to say the least, and we've come to a decision on who's going to get the matches.
Please, Barbie, we could really use those matches to get warm. I mean, then I could give Courtney her jacket back.
Now, just how many matches are we getting anyway?
That's actually a useful question.
It's gonna be 12 matches.
Wait, Barbie, what if we just take a plea deal or something and agree to split the matches? I mean, I'd rather have a match than, none at all.
So, sharing the gifts that I give you guys is strictly forbidden. If you're caught doing so, by your teammates, so you're gonna have to be on your own for the rest of the day. So don't do it. The winner is, the blue team, obviously. No surprises there.
Wait, but what did they even build?
They found a cave, which is better than that thing you called a structure.
You know what, I'm sorry, I'm not a handyman. I guess I'll just be cold and damp forever.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so who's blue team leader? Okay, blue team leader, that's you, right, Catherine?
Yeah, that's me, Barbie. At your service.
Allow me to present you with this. I present you with this box of matches in the palm of my hand.
Oh, thanks, Barbie. All right, just put that in my pocket. Thanks, Barbie.
Also, if you're wondering, point totals of the day. Blue team. You're working with 125.
Woo! Nice job, guys.
And pink team. This is gonna be bad.
It's probably 0.
You got 45. Alright, I'm done with you guys. Get off my boat. I have a date with Ken. Oh, Kenny.
Alright, well, let's go back to our little cave then, I guess.
Right behind you.
I'm right behind you guys. I'll catch up with you. I gotta check in on something with Barbie about these matches, okay? Blair, could I talk to you for a second before you leave? Just about team stuff, rivalry, strictly, you know.
Yeah, I suppose I got a minute. Get off of me, Gwen. Does this concern the team leader?
No, that's all right. I think Blair will do. You probably got more important things to worry about with your team.
You've got a point there. I got beef up our defences against the weather, so because what we have is actual garbage. So, all right, come along.
Listen, Blair, I know we're on opposite teams, but it's really cold out there, and I know you guys must not have a stable shelter. I mean, if it's worse than the cave, it can't be good. So, I want to make a little offer and give you a couple matches, okay?
But won't you get in trouble with Barbie if you do that?
Well, ideally, she doesn't find out. Mainly, I just don't want my team to find out, but I don't think they'll know, and besides, I'd rather get in a little trouble than have you freeze to death. Just take 4, and my team still has 8, and you and your team have got enough to get through the next little cold stretch, okay?
I don't know what to say, Kat.
Don't say anything at all. Just take care of yourself, okay?
Thanks.
All right, I've got to get back to my team. I'll see you around.
Hope so.
Ooh, and the plot thickens. I'm glad they got off my boat, though. That's most important to me, because I got places to be. Next up, our teams face more challenges, and dire circumstances lead members to take drastic measures. Tune in next time on Serve and Survive.